Welcome back. Be part of the show. Tweet at us. All our top stories can be found on our website, channelstv.com, youtube.com/channelsweb. Visit m.channelstv.com for a live stream. The president has been to France and back. Our guest joins us on State of the Nation to talk about the importance of Mr. President's visit to France. Colonel Abayomi Dare, I want to thank you so much indeed for joining us on State of the Nation. Let's begin with the security situation in Nigeria. Boko Haram members are surrendering in their numbers to the Nigerian forces. What do you make of this? Is this a trick or is this a tactics?
That is what we expect. And I've told you on this platform, since General Buhari assumed office on the 29th of May, he made defeating this terrorist group his topmost priority. And then, of course, with his strategy of relocating the command center, to the center of operation that is right in Maiduguri there. And of course, also with the appointment of the new service chiefs, especially the Chief of Army Staff, who has been right there, even with the troops at, on the front. And then they've been recording success. And I believe that given the deadline, that they will, even before then, put things under control. I believe Boko Haram will be as a matter of fact, I believe Boko Haram is subdued as we speak. All we have happening are just pockets of noise here and there, and which of course will continue. We have sporadic incidents, because they've already infiltrated our ranks, and then the IEDs that's they explode each time we hear about them. These are things that can be prepared even in the backyard of any house.
We know of a situation where in Yola, Boko Haram was able to infiltrate one of the IDPs and then exploded the bomb there. 7 people, as a matter of fact, died in that camp. What do you make of this situation now that the insurgents are surrendering? Is this a risk?
This is very, very subjective. And the more reason why the Nigerian military must always be on their guard, regardless of whether they are surrendering or not. The profiling must continue, because sometimes they say that even the devil, the angel doesn't know the intention, of the devil. So we must really keep our eyes wide open. We will continue to have sporadic incidents. You can't rule that out. You can't rule that out. But what we have to step up is what you call de-radicalization, such that we work on the psyche of those who have surrendered. It's just like somebody who, somebody who has given his or her life to Christ, let's say, and then he's backsliding. So we must make sure that those who have surrendered do not go back into being wound up into some of these things. How do they get radicalized? It's through the teaching of some people, who deceive them, who gather them together, because of poverty, and starts, they provide for them, and then they now start pumping them with ideas, and then whatever they say to them, they create their own ideology and they make them to follow them. As far as I'm concerned, there's nothing that is wrong with negotiation. After all, they say everything is negotiable. They have to go through a process of radicalization or de-radicalization, such that, is a form. Another word for it is rehabilitation. So there will be a process. Those who will be visiting the medical teams, those who will be visiting psychologists, all hands must be on deck. Specialists will be available. Psychologists, name them, they'll be available.
Let's talk about Mr. President's visit to France. He has met with his French counterpart, Francois Hollande. What do you make of that visit? Was it absolutely important to make that visit?
It's cherry news. And of course, you know, President Buhari's visit is at the instance of the French president himself. And I believe that, well, of course, the French president is known to be a no-nonsense person, or rather the French, their position. And it's on record that the French government has over 3,000 troops across 5 countries in Africa. Specifically, they have troops in Burkina Faso, in Mauritania, in Chad, in Niger, in Mali. Okay? And these troops are stationed there basically for military operations. They are ready to intervene in any country where there is a potential of a jihadist movement. Okay? And last year, the same French president hosted, you know, some African countries, you know, on how to fight insurgency, especially Boko Haram. So it's a welcome development. And I believe, as it is, the French government is prepared to assist Nigeria, you know, apart from the resources, apart from the funds they want to give us, they will also provide, you know, military assistance and then military hardware. And this is very good for us. And don't forget too that we are surrounded by French-speaking countries. And these were former French, you know, colonies. And you know, the way they are, they still have a good grip on their former colonies. And that's a very, very welcome development. And since President Buhari came to power, he has also, you know, he has been organizing this coalition, you know, with neighboring country, which includes these French countries like Niger, Mali, Cameroon, and Chad.
What is the single most important element you would say that Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari brought back home from France?
Well, that is the support, the assurance from the French government that we're going to stand by you. We're going to support you in this fight against terrorism.
So what's your final word?
Well, my final word is the fight against terrorism is on good cause. And Nigerians should be patient. And the international community too should support us. We ask for their understanding. And I believe that this war will be won.
I want to thank you so much indeed, Colonel Abayomi Dare, for speaking to us on State of the Nations.
Thank you very much.
Interesting conversations. So now you know, the discussion doesn't end here though. Let's engage some more on our social media platforms. That wraps it up. Thank you for watching. I'm Gimba Umar, and this is State of the Nation. See you next time.